colleagues from the ODL system. I'll be just making a small presentation on the challenges for ODL institutions in ODL in Open Universities. We all are quite familiar with all these things, but still I thought that in this platform I'll just try to present the thoughts in a structured manner. So to that extent I have come prepared with a few slides only, and these few slides I'll just give you. Yeah. Before we talk about the challenges for ODL institutions, because challenges imply problems, challenges imply weaknesses. Before we go for those challenges, otherwise we might sound so like negative. So let's talk about some of the strengths that we, the ODL institutions, have. In the morning session, Dr. Robichal Kapoor has highlighted some of the strengths, because this 2017 regulation, we must be thankful to UGC for coming out with the 2017 regulations first, because earlier before that we were having some scattered regulations, notifications, so many of the times we got lost. So 2017 regulation was a comprehensive regulation, followed by 2018 regulation, followed by 2020 4th September regulation, which is quite comprehensive. And we are thankful to UGC for institutionalizing the system of SICA, Center for Internal Quality Assurance. In fact, SICA, they have launched a portal also, evaluation portal, and it's so it's so inclusive of all the details of ODL institutions functioning, and we could accommodate ourselves with the various requirements of functioning of an ODL system. So we are having some kind of strengths in the system. When you talk about the challenges, mostly we shall be talking about our lacuna, our weaknesses, our problems. So that might sound negative. So that's why I'm starting with some of the strengths in the system. First of all, the some of the institutions which we have applied and got ourselves assessed and accredited. Our university, ICMO, Netaji Subhash Bose University, more or less we all have got A or B. So that is an indicative aspect of the quality functioning of the ODL systems. But in NAC, we have been able to get either A or B. That is one aspect. Quality curricula, SLM, Braille, audio format, ESLM, mobility, modular approach, local needs, means local languages also, ECS means electorate course system, then MSc network including study centers, inventory, use of multi-channel, learner starter and policies, feedback mechanism, administrative processes. These are some of the strong areas of ODL functioning, and which have been duly assessed, reported, documented, accredited in the NAC assessment and accreditation program. So this implies that we have been able to do some good in this area. But as it said that our largest room in the world is the room for improvement. So we have to improve on all these things. That's a different aspect. Challenges, this I don't have to repeat because in the morning session also it has been repeated that how many ODL institutions are there like this. But the thing is that we all are living in the VUCA environment, volatile, uncertain, complex, ambiguous. And these ODL regulations, online regulations, the way the digital university has been promoted, the way the online universities, online education system is being promoted, and we all are, the traditional ODL institutions, are facing some kind of uncertainties, some kind of ambiguities, and this kind of complexities are happening. We talk about changing profile of learners, but many times we forget about some of the other learners, because we all, our mandate is area learning. We are supposed to open centers in jails. We are supposed to provide lifelong learning to the aged learners, 80-year plus learners. They are not physically able. We are supposed to reach to the remotest part of the country. We say that okay, online through online everything is possible, but our experience indicates that they are highly dependent on the local study centers, the counseling classes, the offline counseling classes. They are not fully able. Forget about the issues of digital divide. Forget about the issues of possibly trying to convert them into digital learners, but all of them are not digital learners. So we should not forget about the basic mandate that we are supposed to serve. That is one. So all these digital learners, network society, technological ecosystem, we talk about technology as a mediator, we talk about technology as a facilitator, we talk about technology as an enabler, but many times we forget that technology could be a barrier also. So that's one aspect that I would like to make. Then another aspect, at the macro level, Make India program, Skill India program, that different ICT initiatives, right? In the morning session also it was highlighted that there are two different tracks. We have the two different tracks have not been able to converge merge. ODL system or open universities are on a track, and all these things are on a track. We have not been able to catch up the bus. And NER specific challenges, multilingual, multi-ethnic, only open university in Assam, other states no open university. And how can we talk about, right, improving the GER, reaching out the unreached, and all these things? These are some of the challenges. Digital university in the recent budget, and some of the confusions. And before the tea break, we are having a discussion with Dr. Vishal Kapoor also regarding technical education. We were granted approval for running MBA program for 5 years, so till 2023 we are allowed. Last year we got a notification from AICT that we will have to get the prior permission of AICT. So we were in a confusion. We wrote to UGC, we wrote to AICT, we didn't receive any response. Then ultimately, not taking the risk, we decided to discontinue MBA program. Recently on 9th February, this month, we got a notification, public notification from AICT that we don't have to take permission from AICT. Either you seek approval or you do not seek approval. So we are in a confused state. Had a discussion with Dr. Vishal Kapoor. He said that no, AICT has done something wrong on their part. Possibly they will come out with some other clarification. So we are in a fix. What to do? So these are some of the issues which we come across with all these things. 12B recognition is a big problem. And for our open university system, in the morning session, that with 20 faculty members, with a small location, you can reach out to thousands of learners. But the 12B recognition insisted that you must have this much of land, this much of these things. Right? That is a problem. And without this 12B recognition, we are not entitled to receive some of the grants, financial assistance. Program revision and PPR. Sir, I think that I am not speaking any irrelevant because this is an important forum, so I want to speak out, not be constrained about much about the time of the 15 minutes or 10 minutes that I have. With the Chairman's permission and Honor's permission, I would like to place this views for the consideration of the audience today. The program project report 2017 regulation, right? I studied that regulation. That suggested that we must come to the program project report, learning outcome, learning objectives, course objectives, evaluation, all the details. You will see. Highly appreciated. So that program project report you have to come prepared with 3 semester SLM review. 3 semester SLM review means your courses are defined, your modules are defined, 14 modules per course, everything is defined. So program project report means that you are according approval for 5 years. Means we are in a safe position, we have developed everything, so we have been given a recognition. Now that choice-based learning system, we incorporate this, we incorporate modular learning. Now what to do? We submitted the PPR in 2018. Then that GST came. When GST came, that paper in the commerce discipline, the direct taxes and indirect taxes, 2 papers, GST made all the differences. So then we made our own move. We went to the academic council, made a different proposal that we have to include GST. And that we have to do something. But then choiceless learning system, already the courses are defined, modules are defined. Then where from the action we take and what is the transparency? Many times we get confused. We invited 2 persons from IGLO to delve on all these issues. Then at the end of the 2 days conference, the conclusion was that whether you seek clarification from UGC regarding CBCS, we are not in a position that who will be the host institutions, who will be the offering institutions, how the things, and then academic credit, academic bank of credit, whether the open university credit will be transferred or not. But we are in an ambiguous state. Choice-based credit system, PPR, resource constraints, in the body system of people highlighted, but resource constraints in terms of the study centers, because our last mile delivery is in the study centers. Study centers are located in the far flung areas, riverine area, hilly area, ST documented area, rural area. It's very difficult to reach out to those learners, and we are having the real constraints. though somehow we try to meet the requirements of NAC, meet the requirements of UGC, many times the real constraints we face. So the LSCs face the infrastructural limitations. These are not to be highlighted. Industry academia relationships, open universities, we have not been able to do much in this regard. Linkages with society, faculty exchange program. In fact, this is a forum that we ourselves can do it. Let us invite some of the faculty members say from Karnataka State Open University to Guwahati, spend at least 1 week, talk about in your respective universities. Likewise, you also invite us, at least within ourselves, because we are only 15. We can do it ourselves. So let us take this forum and we can think about exchanging, institutionalizing faculty access program among ourselves so that we can meet the requirements of NAC also. Right now the Korean National Open University offers and some of the open universities are availing that thing. PCF is there, that is availing some faculty access. Apart from these two, I am not aware about any other faculty access programs. But the conventional universities are in a much advantageous position. Job-oriented skill programs, learners' profile is different. Not only the young learners, we are having the different kinds of learners, aged learners, barrier learners, jail inmates, and providing this kind of things to all these learners with this kind of modalities. Collaboration, alumni base, we are having thousands of alumni members, open universities, but none of us, I don't know that anyone has been able to convert these alumni members into active alumni members. And to what extent the alumni members take pride in the ODL system, that is also a matter of concern. Regional centers and LSCs. Netaji Subhash Open University has got a regional centers. I saw the pictures well as in the NAC reporting system. So the one regional center is like a small university. And our system, we are having only one regional center as a skeleton and staff. So we are bypassing the system, the three-tier system, directly from headquarters to LSCs. Intermediary system we have been, and now everybody is questioning about this intermediation, this online system. Everybody is talking about this intermediation. Forget about these intermediaries, support centers, learners, study centers, regional centers, go direct. This intermediation. But at a point, I am quite sure a time will come when everybody will talk about re-intermediation. That forget about this intermediation, this has done enough. This has not been able to serve all the purposes. There are a lot of things. People still want to have face-to-face counseling. People still want to have offline counseling. People still want to have peer-to-peer interactions. So let's go for reintermediation. If not complete reintermediation, at least the blended mood, not in this type of a technology-highlighted platform. Who knows? Because we are uncertain. We are just editing, we are just following the system, we are just following the crowd. We do not know how are we leading through. Learner participation, big problem. Technology media, WhatsApp groups, right? Myself am member of the Telegram groups. The learners participating, forget about MD's participation. Many times, when is the assignment? When is the examination? How can I download the admit card? All those trivial issues only. No learning related issues. No learning related issues. All these administrative things only. Learning does not take place in that media. Learner engagement, I don't see, I am not positive. Possibly like the owners of the federal life with us. We have not been able to do it. Sanction post staff strength, recruitment embargo, consolidated this contextual staff. In case of Assam, the governor has given an embargo. You cannot recruit contextual staff. Official campus are aware of. We have not been able to grant, they have not been able to grant us permission because of lack of staff. And we do not have the sanction post also. So, caught in the middle. What to do? We want to offer. Learners want it, but we cannot give. Three faculty members, full-time faculty members, 5 faculty members for UG and PG, constant. So, challenges for ODL, I have just talked about in this given short time about the day-to-day challenges, administrative and academic. NAC related, the next cycle, we have heard that the NAC possibly will discontinue with this SSI for 5 years. Possibly they will go for annual quality assurance report. But IGNO and NSO has already completed NAC A and A, but they are yet to get the AQAR. Rather, it becomes problematic, more problematic for the OEMs because we do not know what are their requirements of functioning, so that we can project ourselves better. So NAC related, maybe from this forum also one recommendation might go to NAC that please come prepared with as far as possible, as soon as possible, with our NAC revised manual to catch up the things in terms of NEP requirement and we have been able to project our some strong areas. Weak areas will always be there. Let us be concerned. Let us be concerned about those weaknesses, and some of the weaknesses we cannot address with ourselves. We need the macro level perspectives. We need the macro level support and hope. UGC representative is there. I'm from this forum, Bangalore. Here only the NAC headquarters exists. So KSOU may take a lead. And just last point, in Guwahati, last November there was a Northeast Educational Conclave. Karnataka was very well represented. The commissioner Karnataka government made the presentation, and we have listened to the dynamic education minister, and we were there got ourselves astonished that how much Karnataka is doing and where are we. We have a long way to go. That's a state-wise, and Karnataka State Open University is in Karnataka, so please take it forward. At least two things. One is faculty exchange programs within ourselves, within the Open University systems. Let us take the initiative. At least some of the faculty members, at least we can show something to NAP, and faculty members will get some kind of enrichment, some kind of exposure. That is one. And number two, because you are in the advantageous state, is a pioneering state in terms of NEP implementation, please share with us that what things we can impart in our functioning so that we can also. So this is my submission to the honorable members. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. Thank you so much.
I request the other participants in this session. I request the professor to give the suggestion.
I go along with him. In fact, there are a lot of areas where we have really confusion. Let me bring the AICT issue, and as Dr. Kapoor is present, through him, I would like to really convey this message that my predecessor had actually applied for getting approval for a few courses that included MBA program. And when I joined, I faced the interface meeting and I made the presentation and defended our case. But one member in the expert in the interface team said that, where is your AICT approval? But we had at least one paragraph with us that we do not need. But finally, our proposal was declined, and then I contacted the regional office, AICT regional office in Kolkata, and the gentleman said that, sir, you are a university, you don't need approval. So where do we really stand? The expert member says that we need approval, AICT says you don't. I said, can you please give us at least this much in writing, which I can forward to the UGC and request the UGC to review the decision. He said, no, I'm not authorized to do so. So, sir, this is a submission before you, Dr. Kapoor, sir. Maybe some circular has to come with all clarity that if we are a recognized university, we either need very clearly an approval from AICT or we do not need. It cannot be both ways, sir. Please see to this. With regard to the technology, as Professor Sharma also mentioned, that yes, this may also be somewhere taken as a disadvantage, but certainly we have to live with that disadvantage in the sense that without technology we will not be able to move forward. But as Assam, in fact, I had also a distinction of working in Assam for about close to 10 years. And in Odisha also, there are certain part so remote, probably that is beyond imagination of some of the expert and the think tank who are actually operating from the urban areas. So I have personally visited some of the places, and you see there is really no network, but still people, the learners are interested to learn. So I fully agree with Professor Sharma that when we look at our chart box, we find all the problems which the learners are really stating about is non-receipt of the materials, SLM, or when the exam is going to take place, why the report card has not come. And what we've seen, and precisely that we have been actually working, we are doing, in even the postman has not delivered the package, so that also comes to us as a grievance. Well, but then that they are very problems which are localized, but certainly we need to be very sensitive about those problems. I would like to leave with a positive note. I think probably after this my presentation will be there with a small presentation. The same thing, probably certain points are or will be repeated, but we have to actually live with a positive hope. Lot of things have happened. The regulators are there, they are playing the enabling role, but something more is needed, and I hope that is going to come.
Are not readable. Your SLMs are not quite English. Grammatical mistake is not there. Such a way we received a lot of comments in terms of making a exclusive survey among the alumni as well as our current students and also the other stakeholders in the state. Then we had a meeting with all the, I have reconstituted the entire board of studies. Actually, for the past 15 years, when I joined before joining the university system, they have not reconstituted the board of studies at all for more than 15 years. I constituted all the 32 board of studies with the not only the subject experts but also the industrial experts from industries and also the alumni, some of the excellent alumni, those who are working in somewhere else, and also the current students who are capable of presenting and doing a good job in terms of scoring in first semester or second semester or first year. The entire process went on, and we did 155 programs, PPR, as well as the new curriculum based on the industrial needs. And then we put it in the form of English correction and other things, and also we gone for designing in a multicolored booklet, and all the syllabus PPR and booklets has been uploaded in the www.tnu.ac.in. We can see all the uploaded, upgraded materials. Then keeping this in view, we went for developing our own policy, SLM policy, for writing the SLM material in the university system with the experts. Then I moved the second stage. And then third, with this, we reviewed the old material and also the material to be developed. And then I constituted different committees and forums to develop a self-learning material from throughout the state through online mode only. And nowadays it is very easier to develop and send the material through mail and WhatsApp, whatever it is. And then we gone for checking the syllabus and the content as well as self-learning material written in the draft stage. Then at the next stage we move to the English correction and as well as the Tamil translation wherever the Tamil is required. And then it has been fully verified and tested and quality tested. Then we gone for a plagiarism check. All the materials has been plagiarism check has been done, and then whatever the materials is going to be in the OER policy, we have decided a committee. Through the committee, we decided these are all the material quality oriented. We can challenge the entire society, and we can challenge even the entire world in terms of our self-learning material. Such a material we gone into the open education resource policy, wherein we have also put the open education resource policy as well as the tag and other things, and we will convert it into e-SLMs. We have a SLM per printed version. We have a SLM per e-SLM. The e-SLMs has been uploaded in the university website. Wherever the SLMs is required by paying money, the students can pay and get the book. The students, those who want to take it up the SLM paying, they can refer only through the e-SLMs in the PDF form in the university website. Even they can, now we are in the process of developing a mobile app category. Through the mobile app, they can download the entire material, they can see, they can read, they can even submit assignments. Such a way we are moving. Such a way, what I wanted to say is, the SLM is, once the SLM is very qualitative, pakka, and all in the need oriented and job oriented and also industry oriented, the students are very much interested to take up the program. I seen in the past 2.5 years the excellent change in the 1.5 years. We had only admission at the UG program to 2,000 or 3,000 students. Even this problem, postman won't deliver the material at all. And since the people are in the remote areas, they are not in a position to go and deliver the goods. Even if you put for the professional courier, putting an MOU and other things, it's not at all working out. And even through these our learner support centers, delivering the material to them also is not feasible. They are dumping the entire material in their room itself. They don't want to deliver. They will give you the report they have delivered. This is a problem among the students community, starting from the ID card to the SLM material and examination schedule and all the result and also the internal external assignment and everything. We put it in the online mode now. It is now working out very well in the university system. As far as the undergraduate students is concerned, the 2,000 has been increased to 11,000 undergraduate students in the last admission cycle because of the ESLMs and also revised SLM, updated curriculum, and one more thing is we are in a position to get the PTSA ODL program. The government won't allow the students, those who completed the UG and PG program, even the doctorate. We have a doctorate, post the MPhil and doctorate, PhD we have full-time and part-time. They are not in a position to get the appointment as a lecturer or assistant professor on par with the other programs. Then we fought with the Tamil Nadu Public Service Commission. That is a recruiting agency for the assistant professor in the entire state. Then along with them, we went for the court. We went for the court and we won the case also. What the case the result says, the Open University scheme, that's a 10 plus 2 plus 3 plus 3 or 2 under doctorate studied in the Tamil Nadu Open University, they are eligible for the recruitment of an assistant professor in the Tamil Nadu Public Service Commission, wherein we got the clearance. Now the students are being applying, and also they are also being selected for the assistant professor post. Such a way we are publicizing and also propagating and also persuading the entire group in terms of our enrolling more number of students, getting the more credibility among our the ODL programs. And then similarly, through this government, we have a government dominated state college. We have affiliated arts and science and commerce colleges, almost 150 or 52 colleges. Those people working in the government college, the faculty member, our own colleagues, they only propagating that the Open University degree is not eligible for the undergoing the programs. Why they are fearing? They are not getting the students from their own college in the regular mode. They may be losing their job in the college system. That is why they are wrongly propagating our Open University system. Then I thought of approached the government and also the ministry. I made through the assembly session, through the minister only, I asked them to make an announcement stating that all the government college, arts and science colleges in the state of Tamil Nadu will be converted into a learner support center as well as an examination center of the Tamil Nadu Open University in the state of Tamil Nadu. We made it all the 31 arts and science colleges into a LSC as well as the examination center. Now the people working in the category of principal or the associate or assistant professor, they are not in a position to propagate wrongly about the Tamil Nadu Open University. Since they are putting the admissions, they are collecting the money, we are paying the 50% of the cost as a sharing amount. Such a way, positively, we have been solved this issue right now. So we can also try this approach in other states also wherever it is possible. This is my humble ambition with regard to this ESLM as well as SLM and also admitting the candidate. As far as the exchange of the faculty members is concerned, out of these 15 universities, except our IGNOU and also some action Karnataka State Open University, other university doesn't have sufficient faculty members at all. All of them have only 20, 10, 30, 40. We are running short. We are fighting with the government as well as the university system, putting the permanent position. Whereas in the case of Tamil Nadu, they are ready, government is ready to give you the appointments in the category of contract or temporary are consolidated with the 25,000 rupees, but we must follow the UGC recruitment guidelines for the assistant professor post or even associate professor post. The people don't want to come and join with the 25,000 rupees. And you are asking for all the things, net, set, and also UG, PG, 50%, everything. You are paying only 25,000 rupees. I am facing a lot of problem in this. These are all some of the issues related to the challenges of open universities. There are many more, but whatever the issues are there, we need to think positively. With the entire group has to think positively. The teaching and non-teaching staff, and also the including the housekeeping, whatever the people working in the university system. Then only we cannot challenge the open university system with the regular system. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for your intervention very positively. As our Professor Sharma Saab said that the faculty exchange should not be confined to among ourselves. Let it be very open. Regular university. They are doing more work in terms of producing study material or ESLM or PSLM, whatever it is, and also teaching, study material production, involving in research. But not we are doing everything on par with regular university teachers. So they will realize our work, and they will also, we must be very positive among ourselves to promote the open education, open universities and ODL system and all that. So that now we are contributing nearly 12% for GER of higher education. But definitely, if we reform ourselves, if you have a very flexible structures and processes, definitely education system will be there. Thank you very much, sir. We stop here for this session, and the
numbers are independent of number of learners in that program. So if you have one learner or if you have 1 crore learner, the faculty requirement remains same. The idea of these 3 faculty members, as I have understood while formulating these regulations and deliberations therein, is that these are primarily responsible for teaching their own subject in the program, and also to ensure that the contact classes, conduct of contact classes, submission of answer assignments, question papers, effective completion of the program. So if you look at the real role is between from the institution side responsible for effective delivery of the programs, content revision and so on, so all put together, and learner should be satisfied with that. So all facilities which are expected in terms of reaching the learning material in time, updating the learning material. So but then the challenge is, and all the governments and state governments, if you look at income side, everybody is worried in terms of fee, but there is no positions. See, even we have gone a level ahead, and where we have said that even positions are full-time dedicated, and so full-time dedicated, and let's honestly answer, somebody with 20,000 salary, what kind of justification he or she will do with nothing in future is in store as far as ODL is concerned. So, and if we really start looking at what was shown during interface meeting and what is available on the ground, many programs will close. So I think leaders need to look at that what exactly should. I have no issues if you all feel and you recommend that it should be teacherless education. We will be more than happy, because as a regulator we struggle. We struggle when we get best of the best experts and we say that salary paid at 20,000, then they say how they can be counted as faculty. So some of the things very difficult to answer. So there is no direct answer, but it seems there are no efforts as well. So I have no idea on this. But looking into AICT issues, sir also said, now see, when the 5 years management program, I'd also like to make it clear, sir, how this issue and why this issue should not be looked into. That when university ecosystem says that AICT approval is not required for conventional education, it is only an outcome of Bharatidasan judgment. The Bharatidasan judgment somewhere in 2004, I have also worked in AICT for some time, and I still sit on their EC and council as a nominee of chairman UGC. AICTE Act under clause 10K, there is a clause to recognize. So in the recognition clause, university word is not there. It is only to accord recognition to colleges. So that was exploited legally, and universities went outside the purview of AICTE for technical programs only because of Bharti Dasan judgment. Bharti Dasan judgment, you all are welcome to read, primarily deals with the conventional education. It doesn't deal with the ODL and online mode of education. When we made the regulation, I would also like to make it very clear, our regulations are not made by bureau. It is made through a consultative process. It goes to Ministry of HRD at that time. Then it goes to Ministry of Law and Justice. So Law and Justice Ministry, when the regulation comes back to us, sir, you will be surprised. They edit it by pencil. So you will see more of pencil than of printouts. So they correct so much, comma, this, that, language. This issue was flagged to Law Ministry also. That our regulation, there is a line. If a program which is supposed to be offered in ODL and online mode, if it falls under a regulatory authority, the regulatory authority recommendation or approval shall be the first requirement to consider that program. Now this line, few universities challenged in 2017. This line is consistent in 2017 regulation, 2018 regulation, 2020 regulations, and with the consent of Law Ministry. 2-3 universities went in court and lost the case in court. Okay, if a law is there, we have to abide by law. Neither I can change nor you can change whether we agree or disagree. So as far as MBA MCA programs are concerned, the AICTE Act defines it's to be under their domain. So for this, there is a regulator called AICTE. Now the question comes, sir also raised in the presentation, we were given 5 years approval. 2017-18 in this country, regulations were notified for the first time in the history of distance education. Universities, to be very honest, thought that it will never be implemented. Because 17 we notified, immediately we uploaded a public notice, implemented from 18-19. So I also keep getting off the record in, no, this is only just to notify and then it will keep on. Suddenly 18 it got implemented. Now if you would have forced this line at that point of time, all MBA, MCAs and ODL would have been closed. So what we did, and those who are there in Open University from 2018 must recollect, that we went to AICTE from UGC site. It was easy for me because I have worked there, plus I sit on their ECN council. So we got a letter from AICTE. If a university submits in affidavit that they will comply to AICTE norms, UGC can consider. Okay, so we took affidavit from all universities in 2018, wrote these 2 lines and accorded recognition for MBA MCA for 5 years. Because all open universities, there is no NAC required, so regulation says 5 years, so we gave up to 5 years recognition. In between, AICTE changed its position. AICTE said that since UGC regulation says that they have to recommend, then they will recommend after considering the application. Now, it is the job of the regulator to say what they want to consider, when they want to consider, and how they want to consider. I have been telling AICTE time and again that if you do not want to consider open universities particularly, then you should say that open universities are automatically recommended, if this is so. But AICTE has taken a position to consider the application. In fact, they have recently approved online program of IGNOU also. I don't know whether you are aware or not. AICTE online program has got, I was instrumental in doing that. So they approved it. As far as we are concerned, sir, since AICTE has now withdrawn that affidavit based condition, unless and until there is a letter from AICTE stating that so and so university, so and so MBA is recognized, we will not consider. And if I am not wrong, I requested sir to get AICTE approval. I think KSU has got AICTE approval also for MBA program.
10,000
And AICTE is liberal. This much also I can tell off the record, is very liberal. They may have n number of formats, but at the end, they also understand that we are looking at them because of UGC regulation. We work very closely with AICTE. So, as far as we are concerned, sir, if AICTE letter is not there, we will not accord recognition. So, I am making it very clear since I am connecting, heading with that. And I sit on a very unpleasant chair with everyday hope that I will be transferred, which is not happening. All my efforts, because anybody you reject a program, he or she is unhappy because nobody understands rules. So if you want to start any NCT for example, because since I am meeting Honorable Vice Chancellor, NCT accords recognition in 2017 onwards. Now onwards doesn't have a validity lifelong. So we always request that give us the NCT letter for B.Ed program for the year in which you are seeking recognition. We are giving for 5 years. If you are getting a letter in 2020, the approval goes for the 25-26. So this is the way we have worked into. So I think now it is very clear position of AICT, MBA, MCA. So, and we will not issue in writing, sir, because our regulation categorically says that any program which falls under a regulator should be considered only through the regulation. In fact, I would also like to share, I have sought legal opinion. Our regulation says that all open universities, before their current recognition period is expired, should get NAC accreditation. Because these regulations came in 20, so we thought within 3 years they will get accreditation. However, we realized that last few months we have accorded recognition of some programs till 25-26.
Yes.
So that is to me it appears in violation to the provision of the regulation, because after 23 how can we give? So we have sought legal opinions, because sir, for us it is very difficult. Any violation in line, I'm also like to inform August Gathering that I am the nodal officer for CBI investigation from the UGC side. So I coordinate with CBI for investigations, and the way they only look at law and the compliance to law. No other consideration there. So that gives me a lot of learning, which I try to look at implementing regulations. The second issue of 12B. Now 12B, sir, made about the grant. UGC has given 2 crores grant to 10 universities without looking at 12B. Because lot of deliberations we had with government in terms of grant and in terms of 12B and in terms of 40 to 60 acre of land requirement primarily. I'm not sure about teachers, but land also is an issue. So working group has already recommended land reduction to be reduced from 40, 60 to 15 acre. I think 5 to 15 acres, something you will hear. It was an agenda item in commission meeting held on 12th Feb also. Since minutes are not officially notified, I can't comment on that. But you will hear something very soon where needful action will be taken. So you will have that. Now PPR, I'm surprised that there is a confusion in PPR. Sir, UGC has never seen what is written in the PPR. I'm ready to debate on that. UGC only sees, because our regulation says that PPR has 8 to 10 points template. How you will make it viable, what are the learning outcomes. So we only see whether PPR has been made in the proper format or not. While interacting with the university in any meeting, whether it's an interface meeting, representation meeting, appeal meeting, please share me. Anybody asks why you have mentioned this para there? We have not seen any para. So our job is to only see whether PPR in the structured format is made or not, and it is approved by the academic council and board of studies and so. So content, this was a decision taken while making 17 regulation, that we cannot have a 4 experts sitting in Delhi and say that material in south, east, west is bad, good or very good, because your bodies have made that content. They are also competent bodies and your bodies. So we will not comment on the content. Content is the sole domain of the university. And even if you have submitted PPR in 2017 and it is for 3 semester, 4 semester, what's wrong in changing PPR if the process is followed? When we took PR, I'm ready, we have not rejected a single program of substandard quality of content in the PPR. I don't remember, and it has not happened. So content is the sole domain, or are the sole domain of the universities. And I think they should be able to place as and when they want. Regarding CBCS also, sir, since you are CBCS, UGC has mandated it for many years. Still many universities have not adopted. So while adopting CBCS, format doesn't get changed. It is only how you look at the core electives, how you look at the open elective, how you look at the interdisciplinary elective, all those things, your content gets bifurcated in different form. So we don't come in picture as a regulator. We are not there because we have not seen what are your contents. So it is entire, but then process has to be followed. It cannot be that I sit and change it. It has to go through board of studies, academic council, and whatever you have. So these 3-4 points are I said. Other thing which I would like to add, because we have been requesting universities to have job fairs for the distance learners. So that also experience should come, because if we really want to compete and say that we are as good as any other university in this country, then the processes which a learner feels when he goes through a conventional or a good university should have a replicated at open university ecosystem also. Otherwise, great challenge, sir. Otherwise, great challenge.
Thank you, sir, for making this clarification about this PPR and
1 minute, please. I'll speak. With the advice of Avichal Kapoorji, I have made a personal contact, kept a personal contact with him. I have introduced everything, whatever he has explained. I have established a placement cell. It's well working. I've created an alumni system online, everything. My now campus is 100% digital. From entry to exit, even marks card will be delivered to the student's email through EDGS, Electronic Digital Generation System. So it will go to mail of a student. Unfortunately, while filling the applications, the students keeps on changing their mail IDs. That is an issue. Otherwise, we deliver, and we have already asked for the students to, if they have changed their mail, please update your mail. We have made a provision, all those things. So definitely with the advice of Avichal Kapoorji only, I applied for AICT recognition for MBA program. I got the MBA program, I got approval by AICT for 10,000 seats. Then everything is digitalized. App is developed on a website, e-material is available, e-cards are available. I'm issuing a e-card soon. Then and their card will be printed as soon as I've supplied a machine for each regional center. 21 regional centers have supplied a machine. Their cards will be printed. Once the student comes for an admission, he'll go with the ID card and self-learning material. Whether self-learning material is given or not, I can monitor. Today, so many admissions are made, 100 admissions. Whether 100 self-learning material issued or not, that will also be shown on my phone system. Wherever job mela also we have conducted. We are conducting online job mela now. Already 2-3 online job mela is being completed. The 4th one is on this thing. So like that, definitely there are challenges. As mentioned, we have to work towards meeting these challenges. Definitely, then one can achieve. Definitely, there is no any shortcut path for the success, as we mentioned. Definitely, these challenges can be met, as I explained by this Avichal Kapoorji. I fully endorse that one request that I'll make during my presentation of what are the measures that is required to be modified. It's only a request on behalf of all the Vice Chancellors. We'll meet after the lunch and then.
Sir, CBCS.
MC also we got it. MC also.
CBCS.
And plus 12B also they have got it.
I got 12B.
Current funding has nothing to do with 12B.
12B.
Because we had a number of exchanges with government and commission. And finally, so better would be that now we are dependent on a communication and money is going, a significant money is expected in times to come for promoting ODL and online space.
Now I have recruited 55 teachers for 5 years as an assistant professor because Avichal Kapoorji advised no guest faculty, nothing. We are paying 50,000. 50,000 per month. Assistant professor. I have selected only doctorates. As per the UGC guidelines, UGC relaxed. After my recruitment, UGC relaxed the doctoral degree for assistant professor, but I recruited even before that relaxation. That's why I have insisted for PhD. All my 55 staff who have recruited, they are having a PhD on doctoral degree. My university staff is now almost 150. And now I'm going to recruit 30 associate professor and 23 associate professor and 3 professors as per the UGC guidelines. 7 in each department is maintained.
With the permission of the chair, I would like to say something, sir. अभी सर ने बता दिया कि ऐसा तमिलनाडु यूनिवर्सिटी में जो है जॉब के लिए ये नहीं है एस्पिरेट के लिए तो इन द ईयर ऑफ 1986 so in the Karnataka same thing has happened. Those who converted their degree from Karnataka State Open University, so they were not allowed to take
That issue is there only in few organizations. But lecturer and all, even our 212 students of KSU are selected to junior college lecturership. And now also they have applied for this degree, 1200 posts called by our Honorable Higher Education for government colleges. They are eligible for apply.
So 1996 में वैसा हो गया था, फिर बाद में जो है ये यानी KPSC और ये UPSC के लिए उनका जो कैंडिडेचर है वो रिजेक्ट किया गया था। फिर बाद में कुछ लोग जो है कर्नाटका के जिन्होंने कर्नाटका स्टेट ओपन यूनिवर्सिटी से उन्होंने डिग्री पाई थी, ये लोग कोर्ट चले गए सर, और कोर्ट जाकर उन्होंने क्या किया पिल ये कर दिया पब्लिक इंटरेस्ट लिटिगेशन। तो उससे हाई कोर्ट कर्नाटका हाई कोर्ट ने जो है यह जजमेंट दिया है कि द कर्नाटका स्टेट ओपन यूनिवर्सिटीज डिग्री इज ऑन par with अदर यूनिवर्सिटी, हेंस देयर कैंडिडेचर शुड बी कंसिडर्ड। फिर बाद में हमारे यूनिवर्सिटी से पास हुए बहुत से कैंडिडेट्स IAS भी हो गए हैं और फिर बाद में जो है KS भी हो गए सर। और वैसे जैसे कि हमारे ऑनरेबल वाइस चांसलर ने बता दिया कि जूनियर कॉलेज और डिग्री कॉलेज में भी जो उनका सिलेक्शन हुआ है सर। तो इस प्रकार क्या है हमारे स्टेट में जो है उस प्रकार का कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं है सर। सो थैंक यू सर।